Hi guys, and welcome back to Let's Win XCOM Long War. And I'm Philip, as always. So, last episode was too long, and I'm going to try and focus a little more in depth on fewer topics, and I'm going to try and restrict myself to only 3 sections and try not to come back to them so much. So we're going to start off with the strategic portion of the episode, which I'll call the long haul. And the first thing you want to do when you come back into the game, you want to take a look at everything that's going on. The event list is great for figuring out where you are in the month. The council report, of course, is always at the end of the month. I see xenobiology research is coming up, which means I'll be picking a new research soon. I got satellites going to be coming out. And at the beginning of next month, my laboratory will be increasing the speed of my research. So those are nothing I really need to take action on immediately. At the end of the last episode, I did say that because Australia was lost, due to the random country loss that Long War uses to make the plot available, while allowing multiple alien base missions and alien capture missions late in the game. That means I can't easily get the Asian continent bonus. So I think I'm going to switch to taking the United States. That'll still take a while. I guess I could actually go, since I'll be able to launch 2 satellites, I could take Argentina and Brazil and save a good bit of money on my thermo generator, which I'll probably build next month after my satellites are up. So I'll just go ahead and do that, actually. And then we'll see. We'll see what I do with the next satellites. Alright, let's look at our research. What am I going to do next? Weapon fragments, alien materials. Let's take a look after the laboratory is built, because the laboratory will add 5 scientists, bringing my total from 10 to 15, increasing my research speed by 50%. So that may make certain researches more manageable than others. I would much rather research things quickly than progress towards higher level research slowly. At least that's my feeling about it now. I have 100 cash, but I'm saving that for thermo generators. I have a lot of empty space being built, yet I'm still considering going down because I have plans for laboratories and workshops on the right here, these 6. I want to make a quad of workshops and at least 2 labs. So that's full. And I plan on a quad of satellite uplinks. Oh, I'm going to get 3. I forgot. And probably my power generation is most efficient right here. So that's these 6, so which means I need to go down at some point. And why not start now, you may ask? Am I saving up? I won't have much power. You're right, of course. I should start now if that's my plan. Alright. Is there anything I need to sell? Nope. Looking at our soldiers, a lot of experienced soldiers ready. Not too many people out. Once again, the last names that I've customized to tell me how the soldiers work, I used a exclamation point, which the soldier does not have, to indicate a higher than average aim. I used a money sign to indicate a higher than average speed, and I used a plus sign to indicate a higher than average willpower. Someone asked me about that, and I thought I would elucidate. Now this helps me figure out what role I want to use these characters in later. For instance, it's very important for snipers to hit, and while they have a high natural aim, if I had the choice between a character with a high speed and a high aim, I'd like to know that, just so I can be a little bit more efficient. So that's the soldier, I don't know, soldier attribute indicators that I put on the last name of every soldier. While they're a rookie, once they level up, it's difficult to tell, unless you pull up the Long War perk sheet, which also happens to have the soldier progression on it. And then you can like reverse engineer who is faster and whatnot. Also note that I'm mostly at interceptors, and if I'm not taking North America, then it's going to be expensive to expand my fleet. So, and I will of course have to expand my fleet to protect South America if I take over that continent. If I just fill in satellites in Europe, then I can probably keep 4, maybe 1 more UFO interceptor on the continent. So that's an added cost of expansion. Is another, you want to keep at minimum 1, more likely you want 1 interceptor per satellite, I would say, as a reasonable number, at least 2 or 3. Alright, so that is everything. There's an alien abduction, and we're gonna do it. I hope you're not tired of alien abductions. So that ends the long haul section, and let's move on to the tactical section, which I'm gonna call Tactical Sense, because that's the name of my mod. Recall that I've replaced all the perks so that I can test my own mod. Alright, so let's look at who we got here. I'm pretty sure this is in order of rank and XP. I guess only XP is required to actually order it. So troops who are going to level up soonest are at the top. Looks like our medic benefited from using all his heals to get him extra stuff. And I would like to save a well-rounded batch of squaddies to go on the first council mission. I don't want to have to send a bunch of rookies. So let's see. I also like to not select a class until I have to for someone. I got my 2 excellent assault. So I'm going to take my B team. Start with this medic. I would also like to reach the higher level soldiers sooner, so when I build an officer training, I can upgrade my squad level and all that. Let's take a gunner. I don't think you've seen one of those yet. We'll save our rocketeer, very important. We'll take this infantry. We'll take one of our good assaults. So that's 5 troops. And we'll take 2 rookies with high willpower. Maybe because there's nothing worse than panicking. Alright, so actually, okay, well, let's look at this guy. He happens to be above average in accuracy and and willpower. He's a little slow. I'm going to make him a gunner. The slow is sad, but accuracy will serve him well here, and the willpower too. Being a frontline troop, we'll give him the bright red. Laser sight is perfect for him, and I prefer to give these troops either additional armor or high capacity mags this early in the game, to reduce the amount of time he has to reload. Our infantry is already equipped with laser sight and high capacity mags. Medic, smoke grenade and first aid kits. Perfect. The assault, ceramic plating and laser sight. Sure. Since I'm taking 2 rookies, I'm gonna give him a frag grenade. Frag grenades are amazing early in the game, great for destroying cover and killing aliens, so they're a perfect item for rookies who can't shoot very well. And I'm gonna go ahead and give the rookies each a smoke grenade. They can land a kill if they feel like it. And since I have 2 smoke grenades with them already, I'm gonna take 2 first aid kits for lots of healing. Oh. Damn, all that hard work. Medic, assault, infantry, gunner, where's that assault? Alright, different assault. Same thing. Come back, where are you? Okay, ready to go.
Moving into Argentina.
Alright, remember this is an abduction, so it's panic prevention time.
Central, Big Sky in position on approach of the abduction site. Strike 1 is away.
Alright, so gunners are one of those troops you want to move last, so they can lock down any hostiles. And the troops you want to move first are probably assaults. I'm gonna move him here so he can get a good idea, trigger any aliens if he has to. Of course, you want to play the first turn safe if you can. I'm gonna move this infantry to this heavy cover here. He can be a linchpin. Thankfully, no aliens were triggered. I would like the medic centrally located here.
I've got my eyes on.
Rookies here, and the gunner, he can go here. On this map, generally I find that I like to clear out this right-hand side. There's almost always at least one pod of aliens over here, and then sweep across the map towards this end. If you can, sometimes you'll encounter one on top of this, not the highest level, but the mid-level of this structure. But once you take this high ground up here, it makes taking care of things over here much easier. And the heavy cover here lets a couple troops keep these guys busy while you rain death down from above. So, since our infantry can fire twice before he moves, and our gunner we're saving to lock down any potential threats that I can't kill, we're going to move with the assault first again.
Hostile spotted.
Yeah, this is par for the course. The heavy cover they have is a total pain. And I prefer to simply nuke it. Note that grenades can do up to 4 damage.
When using explosives. While certainly effective at killing aliens, they also destroy the artifacts we're hoping to recover from.
Alright, we're gonna move this guy here.
Just something to consider.
I guess he's not gonna be able to lock anyone down, but not too concerned about that. I'm going to toss a smoke grenade.
Smoke out.
By a rookie in the back. And he wouldn't be covered by that, so let's not advance with him. My thoughts on using the smoke grenade are better safe than sorry, and use it early. I like to keep one in reserve, but
Got it covered. On Overwatch.
but one hopefully is plenty. Now I'm not gonna move really aggressively this way while I'm dealing with a threat up here, even if I feel like I have it handled well enough. I don't want to be fighting a war on 2 fronts. Alright, that alien went into Overwatch. This is the perfect moment to use running gun, and the smoke that I've dropped should let me dodge this Overwatch. Perfect. So that was the dash bonus, the Overwatch penalty, and the smoke bonus all together. And the extreme close range and shotgun should give us the double kill. One thing to note about assaults is they're most useful when there are few aliens on the field and little risk of triggering other pods. Otherwise they can just run out and cause twice as many aliens to attack you next turn, get themselves killed, and possibly not even take out their target. So because this was a corner area that was already pretty much scouted out, there's not much room for other aliens to exist. And because there was a visual blocker to this high ground, I felt very safe in advancing him. However, it's definitely something you need to get a feel for, and something that can turn around and bite you. Still moving slowly. I'd love for my assault to be up near the front lines, not the back.
On Overwatch.
The gunner you want to keep central, just like a Rocketeer, because he needs line of sight, and his range isn't as long as the Rocketeer, but his you might need him at one of the, let me think. You'll need to be able to move him to the outskirts of your line of sight with your other troops to lock down somebody. So he should be central so he can respond to in any direction. The suppression reduces enemy accuracy by 30%, and if they try and move, it triggers a Overwatch shot. Now, the accuracy of the gunner isn't particularly great, as demonstrated right here. But that minus 30% Overwatch penalty to the enemy that you are suppressing is absolutely fantastic. You can use it to lock down heavy damage dealing or overwatched units before you move your units. It's like smoke. You can use it to cut down on the risk of being hit. Suppression is extremely versatile and highly worthwhile. If you don't have enough units to kill everyone, it would be perfectly acceptable to lock down one of them. Okay, 62%. We're gonna have a couple shots at this little drone. We of course want to give the rookie one kill at least so that they will level up. Though sending them on 2 missions is enough. Getting that shot in is nice. And of course our infantry is 2 shots, so we're gonna feel good about taking the first one. And now that we know how that turned out, we can move a rookie up. Remember to use the pistol for the 1 damage shots. And we'll flip a coin, 50-50. Perfect. Now, since we know we're not going to need the gunner, we can advance him. Heavy cover is preferable. Remember, he can advance before shooting, unlike Rocketeers and Snipers. I'm going to move him up. I can see most of this space, and I feel like I won't be attacked. And if I am, I really am sure I won't be flanked. It would be nice to get him up on top of this building for the elevation aiming bonus.
Affirmative, covering now.
Alright, seeing as how we can see most of this area, I'm pretty sure this won't trigger any aliens, so I will move forward there as well. Now our wonderful infantry has taken a shot, but he can still move thanks to Bullet Swarm, so we'll advance him. I could have reloaded, but due to Bullet Swarm you often have an easy time reloading because you can take a shot and then reload. Now, I'm using these rookies basically as scouts because their actions are less effective, worth less in my mind, than their leveled counterparts. The gunner's not a bad character to lead with when you know you won't be encountering multiple alien pods at once and just have to retreat him. And I feel fine dashing. We'll take this rookie to the roof up here, along with our assault. The infantry let's move up here. We want to scope out this left-hand corner so that we can move our infantry up to this spot right here. Now this will likely trigger some aliens. Ooh, pleasantly, it does not. Overwatch. I'm gonna go into Overwatch. Advance this troop. And advance this troop. since we didn't see any aliens. I'd like to be able to get to this heavy cover up here, these concrete freestanding walls.
Hostile spotted.
I thought so. This is likely the last set of aliens, so this was a really light mission. We'll look to see how if our most damaging units, like this infantry who can fire twice, can see any aliens. And if not, we're going to want to move them forward. Firstly, let's find out if there's anyone up here. Now our assault's run and gun is ready again. So if there had been someone up here, I was pretty sure I could get a shotgun in on them. We're gonna move the gunner up and hope that he can reach the edge of the building with his slow movement rate. Rocketeers and gunners are slower than other units. Awesome. The rookie with the smoke grenade is right there. We're gonna advance because we know there's no overwatch. We can get a shot. And we might as well take it. 50-50, right? I'd note that without randomizing the damage, the standard maximum damage of an assault rifle I think is 4. And let's see. Since I'm pretty sure this is the last batch of aliens, I think a solid smoke grenade will help. We'll leave the rookie as bait, so even if they do decide to shoot anyone, it can be our poor little rookie. And we'll move the assault really close so that he can run and gun if they decide to mine merge. Often sectoids will use mine merge as a healing technique. Remember that it increases aggression of the unit being merged into, as well as increasing critical chance and increasing their maximum hit points while restoring 1 if they've lost any. Note that I think that's only 1 health worth of damage. The armor counts for 1. And I can't remember if we equipped him with armor or gave him something else. Did we give him a grenade? Oh, we did. So, he's obviously going to be able to finish the fight right now. Just to give our medic a little extra XP, and we'll let him practice healing. And we would like our assault to level up more than the rookies, really. So we also aren't going to take any chances. We're going to get right next to them, because even a 97% chance to hit is not guaranteed. So unfortunately he took 1 point of damage. He did earn a promotion though. You do get,
successful operation.
when you're killing a linked set of sectoids, you do get experience for the linked as well on the troop that killed. So he basically got 2 sectoids worth of XP there. Which will put him at what? Corporal level is the 2nd perk. Now unfortunately he'll be out for a couple days because of his injury, but it was fairly minor. 9 days. It's only 3 days over the rest, so that's not too bad. Unfortunately, he'll probably miss the council mission. Note that council missions are worth a lot of XP. Alright, so that concludes our tactical portion. And I'm gonna finish up with keeping our head in the game. The player mindset. That was a fairly successful mission, nice and short. We didn't encounter too many enemies. That does not mean that the next mission won't be extremely brutal, especially in Long War. When you get an abduction mission, it says light or heavy. That's an indication of how many aliens there are, not the quality of the aliens. You may find it's light, and it might be 8 mutons the first time you encounter mutons. Sure, it's only 3 squads, but 2 of them are 4 mutons each. And it can be really devastating. So for abductions, always go in strong. Just remember that panic is what will kill you in the game, and abduction missions are all about panic. So don't take them lightly, even though you'll be taking them down over and over and over again. They'll start to feel routine, and then the aliens will switch it up on you. They'll bring thin men, they'll bring mutons, a cyber disc will pop up. Like, you have to be focused. These are real missions. Crashes are completely optional. So I guess this head in the game is, how do we approach our missions? And crashes are just for the loot and the experience. If you run away, if you retreat from a crash, no one cares. You did a great job shooting it down. That's what the council cares about, and they don't care whether you stay or go. So if it looks like you're going to lose troops, if you're not going to capture anything, if you're getting murdered right off the bat, just leave. Other missions you have to do, council missions, you can skip. The rewards are amazing. They have the best rewards for your effort generally. They're also quite dangerous, and skipping them has no penalty. However, the terror missions pretty much are required. You will almost certainly lose a country, maybe, and I think panic increases across the whole continent if you don't go to a terror mission. And remember, terror missions are really difficult. Even in the vanilla game, they were the hardest. I'm really excited to show you the first one in Long War. I would say if you're going to jump ahead of me in your own playthrough, if you're past this point and you encounter a terror mission, bring shotguns. Put them on your infantry. Remember that engineers can hold shotguns. And bring rockets and shotguns. Just do it. You'll be really thankful you did. So remember, every mission is important, but you can walk away from plenty of them. Don't let greed get the better of you and cause a squad wipe that leaves you undermanned for the next couple missions. It's just not worth it. Alright, it's been a pleasure, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.